Good. Now I'm at break even. Whether I'll return at my position. You know what I'm going to do? Yeah, fuck it. That's where my stop loss is at the moment, at break even, but above my entry point though, and not there exactly. How can I? Yeah, I'll just leave it there because it doesn't want to go. Let me see. It doesn't want. So let's see what price will do. So if you entered at this 50-minute demand zone and put your stop loss right below this candle, maybe you would have had a 1:2. A 1:2 is a good risk and reward, whatever ratio. Is a very good risk and reward. Why is it a good one? Because this kind of setups, if you have a good strategy, you increase your win rate when you are taking entries at a higher time frame. Once you got a strategy or a system that has a higher win rate has a lower risk to reward ratio. They are like that. That has the one that has a lower win rate has a higher risk to reward, just like mine. Mine ranges about 50 to about 70 something win rate, depending on your trade management, depending on your money management, depending on your risk management, depending on management of the trade, of which I teach, of which I can coach you guys to be as proficient. Hey, did I use the word proficient, or do I like to just speak English because I'm getting better? I think I have to do more of these videos because my English is getting better. I think I need to speak more English. Candle body is closed at, let's pick this at the moment real quick. This candle bodies, they closed at about, hey, this FIBO is rubbish. How can I do this? How can I want to label the 50% of this demand zone. Can I let me remove this market shit. Okay, right there. Let's make this one black so that we can see it from the others. Yeah, so 50% of that demand zone, it's here. So this candles reacted at the closing price of those candles reacted around 50% of that demand zone. So some traders like to take that entries at the 50% of that demand zone, especially if you're using high time frame, whatever. My advice, if you're using this thing, if you're going to enter your entries at the H4 and doing your confirmations in the 15 minutes, make sure that 50% of that entry or 50% of that lot size that you want to put, it will 50% of that position that you want to put it at the entry at exactly at the top of that demand zone. After putting it exactly at the top of that demand zone, what do? The other position, you wait and see what's happening internally in the 2 minute, 5 minute, 3 minute, whatever, and then take another entry. Or see price not doing its confirmations and take your entry that you have taken here, take you out, so that and price will go and do its things after you have entered. If it doesn't give you a confirmation, it will take you out. It will take 50% of that lot size that you wish to end. But if it does it confirmation, you added another 50 below to go up. You see, that's a good way of thinking when you are entering at the higher time frames. But near the 2 minute, 1 minute, I don't have to think about adding 50% of the position. I add what I have planned to add. I don't think twice, once. If it's a loss, it's a loss. What I know is this strategy. If, like, let's pick at this. This is a 1:2. Not this. Let me remove this. This is a 1:2. This is a 1:2. Whoa, hey. I almost got scared. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, God, this one doesn't want to change. Let me put a new one there to show there is truad in this thing. Okay, I think I put my, let me just put it there. If it's going to target that high, 50-minute week high, that trade by its own, it is a 1:8. If you have lost about 4 setups, 4 trades in this entry alone, if you were going to ride it to its full pool, if you're going to ride it fully without taking partials, you are going to cover a lot of your, cover your losses plus profit on top of that. You understand? But if you're going to take partials, what you're going to realize is that you are going to cover your losses and make little profit or no profit if maybe you took 2 losing trades. I mostly take 2 losing trades in a setup. I'll try one. If it fails, I'll wait for another break. I'll wait. If this one failed, if this thing failed, let me show you an example. If we came at my entry and it did its break, it did its break there and came to my entry and went a little bit up to seek liquidity and break down. If it took me out, I'll wait for the market to reshift bullish and do its things to confirm that it's bullish, and then I will get into the second three box internally, maybe at the 2 minute. Once it hits this supply zone, removing another 50% of the 50% that's left. Okay, now let's let price run. I would have let price run if I didn't have this H4, and I would have taken my 3RR and left price run until we reach there, and then I'll take the remaining, maybe most of the remaining whatever, and leave the other to run forever, and to come if it wants to come and hit my stop loss. If I'm not in the chart, but if I'm in the chart and see that looking at the market reversing, I would take it immediately if it's high there. But we can see that we mitigated this 50-minute supply. Let's go to the 50-minute. Hey, yo guys, this never happened. This never happened. So we went straight there. So this was a breakaway gap at our, is it a 5? Now we'll go to the lower time frames and see. We just mitigated our 15. Let's see how price reacts from there. I have removed about 75% of the position that's here. Let me remove this Fibo because we already used it like we wished to. Fair value gap, supply zone, break of structure, hence valid. But when you look at the 2 minute, did we make any confirmation? Not yet. To tell you the truth, the confirmation that we might make, it might be this one, for it to come whatever, and mitigate this week. After mitigating mitigating this week, or maybe this 2-minute candle within the 50-minute supply, and then break structure, mitigate, and then do its things, and then I'll let it do its things. I'm not going to enter until we broke where, until, let's go to the 15-minute. until we break this 15-minute structure. That's when I can think about entering somewhere here. I'll just let it run, do its thing, because I'm still within my 15-minute week high, or I might take a risk entry and that supply zone, a risk entry after a second confirmation of that supply zone to go and target my this 15-minute protected low. But really, like what we did here, we didn't what we did here, we left liquidity, hence this made that demand zone higher probability. Here we never made any liquidity before we targeted this 15-minute supply, hence lower probability. Hence, if that's the case, use a lower lot size, or use a lower, not lot size, but use a lower risk percentage, guys. Okay, I wish this was a loss, so that I can show you how to recover your losses after you've made. You shouldn't be crying, be stressed up like you have blown your account. You haven't yet blown an account. You still have capital to work with. Your business is still running. Your store is still running. Your store is still running. You still have stock available. You didn't, give people stock for credit. No, you didn't do that shit. You sold your stock the right way. No credits. No one owes you. You didn't close your business. Closing a business is like blowing an account. If you blow multiple accounts multiple times in a week, multiple times in a month, my brother, you're not a trader, but you're a gambler. You are looking for lottery winnings, right? But anyway, guys, I'm sorry for the dirtiness in the chat. Usually I don't do this. I just label my point of entry, break of structure, and that's it. And then label my week high, my weeks, whatever that's week, I'm labeling it, and then I'm going there.